Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Sorry, buddy.
Back to talk Survivor 47. This is, like I said, Survivor 47, episode 10. This is Loyal to the Soil. Make sure you're liked and subscribed here TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all your Survivor coverage, all of your CBS reality coverage, all of your reality TV coverage. Okay, Brian, we are now going into really the dog days of Survivor here. We're going to build out our jury. We got our third member of the jury tonight, and we will get to that momentarily. But I want to, off the top of this episode, get your opinion because I'm seeing some opinions online, even a few articles I've read that are quite surprising to me. What people are talking about is the negotiation for the rice. It was the shot in the darks being traded in for the rice, started at two, jumped all the way to the all in for all of them. And frankly, I think it's a pretty good deal for the people. Shot in the dark stink. It's a stupid twist. It is. I have people saying it's as good as like an idol. No, it's stupid. It's a
Who said that?
completely awful, random BS. I read it in an Entertainment Weekly article. It's crazy. They think it's like a great twist. It's not a great twist. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to just point out that one article. I'm seeing this on Twitter a lot. I don't think those things matter at all. I think they made a great deal.
I think the shot in the dark has less economic value than the US dollar, in my opinion. It's awful. I'm the fact that like they did that, I agree with you. I think it's like one of the best negotiations they ever done because it's so stupid. It's
I
so
love
dumb.
how it is interesting in New Survivor how you're able to now to just like grab anything you have to negotiate with. I'm this is okay. Like, I'll give you my sneakers, Jeff. Like it's like might as well offer anything.
Yeah.
Everything's negotiable.
It's funny because Jeff just loves the smell of his own brand, so he's like so blown away that people would give up the shot in the dark, and it's like people
You
one in
know what
six
we're
chance.
giving you.
Yeah, I good for the people. Yeah, because I mean, being safe in an immunity challenge to me, fighting for that is more important than your one in six chance of the shot in the dark, and then you can't even vote either.
What's it,
So
no,
bad.
oh for sure.
Such a terrible addition to this game. And there's already so many of them, but that's the worst by far.
What I did like about this episode as well, Brian, is that there is some common sense kind of being spoken amongst the tribes. Powerful players are being targeted. Powerful
Mhm.
players are being talked about, and that's how it should be, right? People mentioned Kyle at one point. Gabe is obviously talked about a lot. Genevieve because of the moves she's been making, and that made for an interesting dynamic. I liked it. I like that we're not just like trimming off the fat per se. Like we should be going for big players. Now, Kyle again, he didn't do much to make himself less of a threat, winning his fourth immunity idol. I mean, he's quietly putting in a
Mhm.
all-time Hall of Fame run here as far as his performance this season.
Right. But I mean, I think the chance that he had last week where he didn't even get a vote to go home, like he should have been targeted last week. He has to win every time. So if he didn't win, Sue would have like led the charge to get him out. He's got to do what he's got to do.
Interesting too to talk about what ends up happening here. Gabe is who we end up having voted out. We talk about being power players, but also though there is that the Tuku alliance, and I think the combination of being the head of that alliance and the numbers, I think the tribe made a smart decision. Again, you can't get rid of Kyle. I know Sue and some may have pushed for that. Sue was a big fan of Gabe, so that was interesting because Kyle and Gabe were close. It was a weird, uneven alliance there. So frankly, Gabe being out doesn't stop. There's no buffer now between the Sue and Kyle all out war. It seems
Mhm.
kind of like a one-sided war
Yeah,
from
it is
Sue's point
very
of view. I don't
one-sided.
think Kyle's really mad at her, but that's definitely something we need to keep an eye out on the next few weeks.
It almost reminds me of like every comic book villain towards a hero, where
Yep.
they have like this vendetta for them, and the hero just keeps living out their lives. And Spider-Man, it's all I can think about is all the villains that hate Spider-Man so much.
And Spider-Man's like, I don't have any problem with you guys. I'm
Right.
sorry.
You
Just trying
threw
to
a
get the
piece of trash in a trash can that fell over 2 days later, and it.
yeah, the chain of events for a villain origin story, and all he did was he wrote my name down.
Yeah, right. It
The amount of times they said that, he wrote my name down. He
was a good
wrote my
edit.
name
I,
down.
I did appreciate them making that. Like someone needs to make that into a song.
It was. It was bad.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I mean, like I said, those are my big thoughts. I thought the immunity challenge, like we mentioned, Kyle winning. I like it. Simple. The ball's on the tray, and you just add the balls. I like that.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't love the reward challenge. Thought it was a little goofy.
It's not the first time we've done that.
I don't really want to just watch them worming around on the sand. It's not entertaining.
It The thing about this one is like a relay. It used to be like just you're by yourself and it's way longer to do it. And then so I guess like I for a second I was like, if they're gonna make three people safe from immunity, I was gonna be so mad.
Well, get into groups of three. I was like, oh no.
And anytime you hear that groups of what, you're like, ugh.
I'm like a beat dog. I started to cringe.
You like like oh yeah, you touch a dog and it just like flinches. That's what you're like.
Yeah, please, Jeff, no.
I actually don't mind that one because I think people do like it. And I also I agree with you. I love the ones where it's a fair game for everyone to bounce. But I will say it kind of looked like Kyle might have been cheating a little bit.
He did. He definitely pushed the boundaries, but
Because he had it like
on
rest.
his wrist.
Yeah. But
But did they say? I mean, I don't care. Whatever. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I guess, right? I'm not really mad at him for it.
if the ref Jeff is not gonna call it, he's not gonna call illegal contact, then
He's trying to keep the big franchises going right now. And Kyle's a winning player, and he's like, I got a storyline here. I keep it going.
yeah, I love how he's like, I'm a family man. No one wants to take me to the end. It's like, uh-oh. Yeah, he's got to put on a superhero cape the next few weeks, or like
Uh,
get into an alliance.
Talk about villain origin stories. Shout out to our boy Saul, who rolled in with his Warriors looking vest, looking mean,
I
jacked
love
up.
Saul. I love Saul.
Didn't smirk at anyone, didn't
I love it.
acknowledge anyone. Just
I love that. I love it.
okay, Saul. Okay. Uh, but yeah, like overall, I felt like just like a pretty standard episode. It is a wonder, Brian, how much more I do enjoy these episodes when I'm not double watching The Golden Bachelor at the
It's
same
definitely
time.
way nicer. What did you think of the reward, like food?
I mean, I actually thought about you on this one. I thought they were like good reward food because it wasn't greasy and gross. Like I think you could eat some like veggie wraps and chicken
Yeah, I
wraps and
think the
stuff.
wraps are actually real. I would give that like an A tier, like an A or S tier, because you're getting like like it's easy to digest. You're getting some like vegetable, like lettuce, whatever.
I thought about that when I was
But the
thinking
thing
about
is,
food.
the cake could be. I mean, to me, as someone who's kind of lactose intolerant, that would be very detrimental. But it looked very good. I thought there was gonna be like a scroll in there.
There is a balance of like, yeah, you're gonna like if you eat some of that crap, like you said, it's gonna run through you. But at the same time, some of them are probably so like backed up that it's like, you know what, just like flush my system. It's
Yeah. Did you also hear that Rachel's like, I haven't had rice yet? What are they doing?
they're not. It's weird the things that have kind of fallen through the cracks in the new Survivor, and therefore they don't like give them the rice. They don't. I just, and that's the stuff I kind of frankly miss because when you have that extra like 10 days, 11 days,
You
it's
gotta
like,
ration it. You gotta be smart about it.
well,
I
they
would like to hear
also
more about what they're not eating because I think that is something that affects your mental well-being.
Well, yeah, what I was to say is like that first 10 days or so, a lot of all the challenges, reward challenges and stuff are centered around getting things for the camp and building the camp. And like you
Right.
said, in old seasons, if some people had won a good amount of rewards and built good camps, they rolled into the merge, not haggard. And there used to be some haggard people rolling in because they had no food. And now that everything's the same, everything's equal regardless, except that he takes their flint. But like,
Yeah.
there's probably people that you could
But like
probably make
you can make fire. Like
fire
I
without a
think they just
flint.
like give up once they don't have flint is like to me kind of ridiculous. Like you're not even trying to make fire.
It's because they know they're not going to die out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a really good point.
They're not
Oh,
as worried as old
Sue's looking
seasons.
like Sue's face is always so dirty. You notice that?
Sue's going through it, man. Sue's going through it the last few weeks. I mean, she's not been targeted, which is great, but she's definitely going through it right now. So, I mean, I'm a Sue fan, so I wanted to.
I like Sue and I like Kyle, so it's kind of
She's gonna
tough.
have to if she could let go of the hate for a few weeks, it would probably make her whole situation a lot easier.
It would be actually kind of cool if they like had like secret alliance between the two of them where they pretend like they hate each other.
I really want like one of those alliances, a fake hate alliance,
Mhm.
and they're just working together. I would love that, but that's not. She's too far gone.
Mhm. Yeah.
to go back to being friends with him.
Yeah,
And
she's
she
like
would
honestly
never.
like the Punisher. Like I'm thinking of the characters like the Punisher in Marvel, what he like goes through like revenge. That's where Sue's on that level, I
Yeah,
think.
she's holding a grudge. She's a great grudge holder. I mean, I love Sue, but a
She's a
great
great
grudge holder.
competitor. I love that she represents like women and older women in these challenges. Like I think she's doing a great job.
Her grudge may be your downfall. Now, like this is the thing now too. Like I'll circle out with this now. This is the time now where like you have to get out the good players, but also you have to like as far as like the players who have made big moves. But some of them big players need to think about people like Sue. People are just gonna get the like votes.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you need to basically bring a bunch of assholes with you. If you're Genevieve, you frankly need to try to bring you want to bring Kyle maybe with you. You want to bring someone like Gabe who you just got rid of. Like you almost need treacherous people with you now. Like if she
Mhm.
brings anybody like a Sue, like likable or a teeny, people might just hate her and just not vote for her. You don't know. It's something that you can't play to chance. I'd almost rather bring another game player with me and be like, I was definitely the best game player though. We were both game players, not like, oh, but Teeny didn't fuck anyone over and she was nice. You're the winner. God,
She's been on the wrong side of the boat though. But I don't
I
really.
know, but you
I'm
know what
not a
I'm
teeny
saying
fan.
though?
I'm
I don't
not.
want one of those. This has been a pretty good competitive strategic season, and I don't want somebody who wasn't strategic or competitive to win this season.
Oh no! If Teeny wins, I'd be
That's all I'm saying. I use her name, but like any, frankly, like Sue's got to do something soon.
No,
Like
yeah,
she,
Sue's cool, but like she hasn't really done besides like being getting in second place a lot, but that doesn't mean anything.
exactly.
Who's the chick? The chick that like Gate was like, "Hey, let's do it."
Caroline,
Every time I see her, I always forget that she's even there.
kind of like Caroline though. She kind of rides under the. She finds herself on the right sides of the votes, and Gabe was mad. Now, I mean, not Gabe, yeah, Gabe was mad. It's like, but like she might be screwed. Like, and I'll say it's
I don't
true.
want
It's like
to either.
when girls get over on guys, the guys hold the grudges really bad.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Gabe's not gonna vote for her, even if she plays it out and like gets Genevieve out or gets a few people out. She's gonna be like, "You voted me out."
people that like you're when you're mad when you're eliminated, you were eliminated because you're a threat.
Yeah, it's not like they don't like you.
I know. They don't need. Like, I mean, it's not on challenge levels of taking it personal, but
Listen, I've always said that if I was going on Survivor, I either want to win or I want to be the first juror.
yeah,
I ain't there to come in like third or fourth and be there the entire time on the beach and get
right,
nothing. And I want to spend all my time. I want to spend like 2 weeks in Ponderosa, like on vacation.
right.
It's
Staring
not
people
bad.
down.
It's not bad. Just and bring ridiculous
Yeah.
outfits
Oh,
with
you'd
me.
have to bring the craziest outfits. That would be like an almost a requirement.
I think I would like wear like a suit and tie. Like
It's
at
like
every
that. Like
pool.
it's a shame. I'm surprised that no one's worn like one of those Kanye West masks. I'm sure
Or
Jeff.
like a
I'm sure Jeff doesn't allow that.
Kanye mask or like
I'm sure there's a dress
like a
code.
Squid Game mask.
Yeah, just something that covers your face, or like you wear like a masquerade mask, a Mardi Gras mask.
But yeah, look, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Again, like I said, it's great when it's not competing against things. It's good when it's just pretty straightforward about strategy. I enjoyed it. No shenanigans. So good job, Survivor. You didn't blow up my Wednesday evening.
There's 2 hour episodes on the horizon, though. That's where we're really gonna be.
Yeah, we got like a solid.
Another
We still have a solid like three. I think it's like
like 3 weeks.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
like 3 weeks before we hit a 2 hour one. So we're gonna hold our loved ones tight in the meantime.
All right.
If you're a Survivor fan, go and check the playlist out. We've done a bunch of coverage. If you're into other types of stuff, we yeah, Netflix, competitive reality, you name it, we've done it. Check the TikTok out, clips, opinions, and Instagram always lets you know when we've posted a new YouTube video. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.